Alright, so we're heading out to the public land to recover my dad's buck he shot this morning.
October 31st.
October
Halloween.
31st, and look at this. Look at that.
It's like December 1st.
Alright, so explain what happened here.
Alright, well, I had off today and decided I didn't know where I was going to go. And Jason says, well, you should go on this public piece. And that's where I ended up going. And it's a pretty good piece. I was the only person out there today. I got out there probably about 6:40.
So it was kind of already a little bit light.
It was light. You could see with all the snow. You could see really good. I had my headlight. Didn't even need it because I could see. There's a couple little paths. I just followed the paths.
And it snowed all night long.
Snowed all night. So there was good 2 to 4 inches of snow on the ground. Dressed pretty warm because I figured I was going to sit for a while. Well, I sat. Well, you know me. I can't sit forever. So I sat for a while. I didn't want to use my tree stand. I'm not good at climbing up in the tree stands and the portables. So I sat on the ground. And then before I sat there, I saw some deer tracks. And I just went into the woods a little bit. And I sat in this one spot in the woods here.
Kind of like a little funnel or pinch point, right?
Like a funnel or a pitch point. And then I probably should have been back a little further to overlook this opening. But I was overlooking this... I could see, but I couldn't see. I had a couple shooting lanes, not a lot of shooting lanes. And then after sitting there for a good hour, I was probably going to only sit till 8:30 anyways, but then I wanted to look out in the field. I looked out in the field, and I looked and looked and looked. I walked into the field probably about 20 yards, and then a really nice one must have been watching me, and I didn't see him. He was probably only about 80 yards away from where I was sitting.
How close was he to... like when you walked up to the field, though?
When I walked up to the field, he's probably about 50 yards. And then when I walked into the field, he was probably 30 yards when he first darted.
Oh.
And I saw him run across, and he was a little bigger than the one I got.
You said he was pretty tall, too.
He was a little tall, a little darker rack.
Probably at least a 4-year-old, I would say.
Yeah, it was a nice-looking deer. He hauled butt across the field. And, well, then I'm like, I want to see where he was. If he was sitting there, if he was laying there, if he was just standing there. I didn't know what he was doing. So I walked over to where I knew he was, and I saw his tracks, because with all the snow I could see where he ran away. Walked over there and like, well, he wasn't laying here. He must have just been watching me and just looking this field. And he was probably following these doe tracks or other deer tracks. He was following these other deer tracks. Then I looked in the woods, and then I saw another one sneaking along, following this guy's tracks.
He didn't see you, though, did he?
This one didn't see me, so this one's sneaking along in the woods, and I'm like, holy smokes. And I could see him. He was probably about 40, he's probably about 50 yards, see him, not see him, see him, not see him, see him, not see him. And then all of a sudden I saw him coming, and then I saw him. It's kind of thick. I shot at him. I didn't think I hit him where I hit him, but I hit him. I hit him kind of right here in the neck. You
said it might have got deflected because
I think it got deflected from some of the.
Was he kind of facing towards you, or
he would have been eventually kind of quartering me, but kind of coming at me, but like quartering towards, and I just had to let him get around some brush. He was probably only about 15 yards away from when I shot him, and I got a lit arrow, so I saw the lit arrow, go, but I never saw where it went. And I didn't think it passed through, and then I waited.
Do you think it's probably still in him or something?
I think it's still in him because I could see the hole in the neck, and I couldn't see an exit hole. So I gotta have to really be careful when I got him. And I saw him run down in the woods, and I could have swore I saw him go down, but I wasn't sure. Wasn't sure how good I hit him. I didn't want to push him. Then about an hour later, I just wanted to make sure I could see the snow, his blood trail. I could barely see his blood trail because in an hour the new snow had already covered it.
All right, let's go get him.
Yeah. Right
here he is. I dragged him up from over there. Nice one. Oh yeah, that's bigger than I thought.
Oh, it's a big body. He's starting to get stiff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be hard to gut him. Well, try it like that.
Well, that looks even better. All right. Well, we're gonna start gutting here in a little bit. Here's just a good picture of him right there.
That stink.
Yeah. Let's get a good close-up of the rack here. You can see he was starting to crab claw, kind of like my first buck. Looks actually really similar to my first buck. And what do you think, probably 2.5-year-old?
Yeah.
Nice 8-pointer.
He's more than a year and a half, but the bases look pretty
Tell
big.
he's got a little bit of stuff on his horns from rubbing, not a ton, but not a giant, but still a nice looking buck. This is, what, this is your first solo kill?
First solo kill.
With a bow buck.
I didn't get him where I wanted to. You can see where I got him in the neck.
Oh yeah. You said it might have got deflected.
I think it got deflected through some of the stuff,
but just good thing you didn't run a mile. Good thing you got him.
Believe me, I didn't aim there, but that's where it ended up.
Nice one.